Tommy, I'm going to blow your mind right now.
Yeah, so we have some huge news about what Toyota could be working on in regards to a new FJ Cruiser.
Well, wait a minute. SEMA's show is coming up. SEMA 2024. And we're actually going. Roman and I are going to be there in Las Vegas.
Yep.
But Toyota is teasing something, and two vehicles right now. And this is what they're calling Land Cruiser Rox, ROX. Okay.
Yep.
Concept vehicle for SEMA, but there's a common theme between this concept that they're showing us right now.
Whoa.
Check out this Land Cruiser and another concept, which is going to be 4Runner based. This is a new 2025 4Runner, and look behind it.
Yeah, look at that. It doesn't have a roof.
It does not have a roof.
So SEMA is a show for companies to kind of flex their muscles a little bit, but also potentially show off what they have in the works. And we have seen this from manufacturers like Jeep with the Easter Jeep Safari, where they show a concept which seemingly has nothing to do with anything in production, and then boom, 3 years later you can go out and buy something similar in the dealership. So I'm really hoping that's what Toyota's doing with an open top throwback to the FJ.
Yeah, and look at this. They have history. They have so much heritage, right? The original FJ40s, you could have a topless, basically almost like a Jeep-like vehicle. And the original 4Runner, Tommy, also was a topless machine. So, and I can show you this right here. The original 4Runner basically was a Toyota truck that with a kind of an SUV body, and it could have an open section in the back. And this is a Hilux Surf, also open top in Japan.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of heritage to draw upon.
So let's start with the Land Cruiser first, and then we'll talk about the 4Runner.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go here.
So show us what we can see from these images. So we see, obviously, a front end very similar to the new Land Cruiser.
250 series,
Yeah,
right?
250.
That's on sale right now.
But we can clearly see that the rear end has undergone a substantial revision.
First of all, before we go there, front looks very concept-y, right? So the big bumper, they're actually showing it in their video made out of steel. There's a winch, there's huge toe points, huge skid plates, big tires, and big approach angle. And then in the back, dude, check this out. Tailgate flops down, and midgate folds forward.
Yeah, so what do we think, Andre? Is this like a truck sort of vehicle, or is this an SUV? Because can you click on this little guy here?
Yeah, so this is also what they showed us right now.
So this looks like kind of like a body in white is what they call it, and you can
Yeah.
clearly see this is a 250 series that they kind of just
Chopped, yes.
chopped the back off of.
Yes, and they chopped, even the tailgate section, they chopped the C-pillar in half, and they're supposed to reinforce it. And in the video, they're talking about actually making it functional. So the tailgate opens up properly,
Nice.
the midgate folds forward properly,
Nice.
and they're going to put a bar across here to make it stiff. The structure actually stiff, so it won't fold on itself. This section at the top. And dude, I've been a little bit confused by Toyota and Lexus. They have so many SUVs coming out, right? The Land Cruiser is already on sale, right? They have the GX Lexus, which is almost the same vehicle, right? Now they have the 4Runner coming, which is almost the same vehicle with different powertrains. I think they need a topless vehicle in their lineup.
This would sell so many hundreds of thousands of units I cannot express, because there's so many 4Runner fanboys out there who are proud and love the brand and the history and the story, but they want the open topness of a Bronco or a Wrangler, and this would perfectly bridge that gap. There we see a picture of the chassis.
Yeah, so they're really going to town on this. So Calty is involved, right? Calty is a California design studio for Toyota. They have Michigan Toyota engineering facilities working on this. That's where they're actually building a lot of these prototypes.
And that's what gives me hope, Andre, that this might not just be some one-off SEMA concept that we're never going to see again, because they have the folks that designed the production vehicles working on these concepts. Really, and I could be reading into it, but I'm really hopeful that has the potential to mean we're going to see at least some attributes of this make it into a production vehicle.
And look at the competition, right? The Jeep Wrangler's been around for decades. Open top, right? Mm-hmm. Convertible, basically, where you can remove the tops. The new Bronco, same. Even the Hummer truck, Hummer truck and SUV, the electric ones, you can remove the roof panels off of, right? So I think Toyota really needs to think about this seriously.
Now let's check out the 4Runner concept.
Yeah, so we don't have as much to kind of learn about this. This is one image that they showed on their video they just published. And this kind of harkens back, but look at this. They completely removed the rear door.
That's funny.
On this. So it's really like a two-door thing, very reminiscent of the Surf, Hilux Surf, and also the first 4Runner that we've had.
And just to clarify, like Hilux Surf is what they call the 4Runner in other markets.
Yes.
So they're the same vehicle. It's just kind of a throwback to that name. And what we can see, Andre's showing RAV4s. Get that out of here. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, this.
Okay,
This is the video that they're sharing. They're working. This is some of the previous concepts that they also worked on. They're kind of showing what they want to do with this 4Runner Surf concept. And hold on, so they're starting with this. This is the brand new 2025 4Runner, and look, they're drawing lines on it with tape.
This 4Runner is going to end up decapitated, mark my words. Poor guy doesn't know what's coming to it. But no, I mean, I think that this is a really clever idea. I think personally, between the 4Runner and the Land Cruiser concept, I think the Land Cruiser would be more viable because it's a true four-door. And as we see with Jeep Wrangler sales, something like over 70% of Wrangler sales are of the four doors. So I think that this is a cool idea, but this is more realistic in my mind as to what could happen. Plus, Land Cruiser, Land Cruiser is a halo name for Toyota.
And they could make, if they made this, it could be more expensive, right? They could increase the price. Look, they even cut out the doors. So they're trying to bring, in their promotional video, they said they want to bring the environment inside, right? Remove the top, open the door so you can actually see through the door towards the terrain you're driving over. Very adventurous. They could jack up the price. I don't know, sell it for $80,000 or $85,000, and I think a lot of really big enthusiasts would buy this.
Now, this is phenomenal with these huge balloon tires, right? If they gave this what I think this vehicle really needs, which is, first of all, the open top, more clearance, larger rubber, and maybe even like a front locker, this would be aimed right at what Ford is doing with the Bronco, right? And they could charge, realistically in this market, there's so much demand for what they're doing already. This could easily be a $60,000 vehicle, 65, right? And I think people would still buy it. I wish it was 25, as do you. But if this came to market, this would probably be more in the upper end of that $60,000 territory.
But the reason why I said 80, Tommy, is because the Bronco Raptor is on sale now, right? That's like an $85,000, $95,000 vehicle. The Jeep Wrangler 392 V8 is on sale now on 35s. That's also like an $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 vehicle. So I think, to justify the business case for this, because they would have to, do a lot of engineering potentially on this, the price could go higher, but I think it still could be a cool vehicle.
No, I agree. I just don't know, with that hybrid powertrain they have in the Land Cruiser, if that's going to warrant an $80,000 price tag. If they put the twin turbo V6 out of the Tundra.
Yeah. What about the GX engine?
Right. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Then, that's a great point, Andre. I think maybe you could, get in that $80,000, $85,000, $90,000 territory. But as it sits, this is exactly the look they need to go for. Rock rails, integrated winch, recovery points, strong and proud. I can't wait to see
a tailgate. Tommy, tailgate is awesome.
I can't wait to see the final version of this.
Yeah.
To see what they end up doing for SEMA. And Andre, I think we got some news coming about that in a couple weeks, right?
Well, actually, in a few days, because this is what, Wednesday? The following Tuesday, we will be in Vegas, Roman and I, and we're going to be walking around with this vehicle. This is just a teaser, but we're going to be there and showing you how it works.
Be sure to poke the buttons, Andre.
I'm going to try. And I know I said $80,000. People are probably really upset right now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be realistic, right? Currently, these are already $60,000 vehicles, right? So realistically, I think they could charge more money for this.
Well, folks, let us know what you guys think in the comment. Would you spend 60 or 80 grand on a new FJ Cruiser, or are you more like me who want to spend 25? But drop us a comment below, and be sure to head over to alltfl.com for what, Andre?
More news, views, and real-world reviews.